Would I be interested? I said, of course I would be interested, but I don't want to talk about it. That's SFA's, their job is to decide who's the manager of Scotland, so I don't really want to talk too much about that. I'm not really thinking about it, to be perfectly honest. I'm not expecting a call. Somebody asked if I would be interested, and I gave an honest answer. I would be interested, but if you asked if I sent my application form away, am I expecting a phone call? The answer is no. There's no doubt for a manager or a coach, there's more pleasure when you're working day to day with the players. You've got the time to spend with them and make them better and work on their weaknesses. As an international manager, you're not working on the right foot, left foot. You don't have the time. As soon as they come into your domain, 3 days before the game, you're working on tactics and shape and analysing the opposition. So it's the same job. You're a football manager, but there's different from day-to-day work in an international manager. All the players love playing for their country. It's the highest honour any player can get, but it's a tough job as well. When things aren't going right, the critics are out, the knives are out, but when things go well and the results are good and the performance is good, then it's great. It's never changed since I was a player. It'll not change in 100 years' time. That's always going to be the case. I think he's done a fantastic job at Dundee Utd. Superb job. Teams are always hard to play against, always well organised. Yep, but a few battles, a few tough games, close games with them. No, I don't think there's any rush whatsoever. I think better taking their time and trying to go through it and get the right man. I think it'd be daft to rush into the appointment.
It has been a difficult week. I just say to the gentleman through there, I've had 6 training sessions in 2 games with the national team. Little did I know, or little did I think it would end so quickly. I don't know about what George thought, but maybe I was a bit naive. But after the game, because I'm just new into it, well, I'm thinking, well, we'll get to March because of the Czech Republic, and then we can build on that, and then obviously get the championships later on in 2010. So I never envisaged that. It was only probably Sunday/Monday, then things started to accelerate, that I realised that then there could be, repercussions. Of course I would be, aye. You really don't know what's going to happen in life in general, and especially in football, because if somebody had said to me, because I was actually abroad at the time with my wife, and George Burley had phoned me, asked me if I would come on board. You could have knocked me down with a feather, because that was the furthest thing from my mind. I was just hoping to get back into club management or club football. So just what you're saying, yes, I would be, but that's for other people to decide. People know what I'm like on and off the park. Some might like me, some might not like me, but that's up to them. But really, all I'm concerned is obviously trying to get back in the working environment, which is football, that I know and love. What's happened here has happened just because of the results, and you're looking for Scotland to move on now. You're looking for Scotland to make an appointment, and we've got to get behind the manager and get behind Scotland players. I would say, if you've got a young player and he's good enough, you play him. If you've got a manager who's young enough and can do the job, like Sir Craig, yes, that's what you do. I don't think age should have any barrier, and in this day and age we have ageism. Why? Craig's 44, 45. He's done it all, seen it all. He's got good pedigree, as like Walter Smith, as like Graham Souness, as like John Collins. But that's only 4 people I've mentioned, but there's a lot of good people about.